If you are taking Amlodipine, Losartan, or Lisinopril, do not eat breakfast today until you hear this. Some of the most ordinary things in your kitchen can change how your body reacts to blood pressure medication. A glass of juice, a piece of fruit, a package labeled heart healthy, even a salt substitute sitting quietly on the table. They may look harmless, but when they mix with blood pressure medication, your body may respond in ways you do not expect. You may feel dizzy when you stand up. Your heart may pound for no clear reason. Your ankles may swell. You may feel drained, or your blood pressure may go up and down even when you take your pills on time. And here is the dangerous part. Many people over 60 think, well, I guess this is just part of getting older. But that is not always true. Sometimes the problem is not the pill itself. Sometimes it is what you are eating with it every single day. I am not telling you to stop your medication. Please do not do that on your own. What I want is for you to know which foods and drinks deserve caution and when it is time to ask your doctor or pharmacist. Right now, we are going through the top foods, drinks, and daily habits that may interfere with blood pressure medication. Starting with number 7. Before we start, do this quick body check. If you take Amlodipine, Losartan, or Lisinopril, ask yourself 3 questions. When you stand up from a chair or get out of bed, do you ever feel dizzy, lightheaded, or like you need to grab something to stay steady? Does your heart ever pound, skip, race, or feel strange for no clear reason? Have you noticed swollen ankles, unusual fatigue, muscle weakness, headaches, a dry cough, or blood pressure readings that seem unpredictable? If you answered yes to any of those questions, keep that in mind because as we go through this list, you may start to see a pattern. The issue may not only be your medication, it may be what you eat, what you drink, or when you take it. Do not panic, and do not stop your medicine on your own. Just pay attention. At the end of this video, we will come back to this body check and connect those signals to the most common hidden triggers. Now, let's begin with number 7. Number 7. Grapefruit and grapefruit juice. Number 7 is grapefruit and grapefruit juice. This one surprises a lot of people because grapefruit looks healthy. It feels light. It tastes fresh. Many older adults eat half a grapefruit in the morning or drink grapefruit juice because they believe it is good for the body. But if you take Amlodipine, grapefruit is something you need to be careful with. Amlodipine helps relax your blood vessels so your blood pressure can stay under better control. But grapefruit can affect how your liver processes certain medications. When your body breaks down the medication more slowly than expected, the amount of medicine in your bloodstream may become higher than intended. That can make the medication feel stronger than your body can comfortably handle. You may feel dizzy, faint, unusually tired, or unsteady when you stand up. You may get headaches. Your heart may feel off. Your balance may feel different. Imagine this. A man takes his blood pressure pill every morning, then eats half a grapefruit because he thinks he is making a healthy choice. At first, he only feels a little lightheaded. He tells himself he probably did not sleep well. Then one morning, he stands up from the kitchen chair. His vision goes dark for a second, and he has to grab the counter to keep from falling. That is why this matters. This does not mean every person taking Amlodipine can never touch grapefruit. But it does mean you should ask your doctor or pharmacist a simple question. I take Amlodipine. Is grapefruit or grapefruit juice safe for me? Do not guess. With blood pressure medication, small things can have a bigger impact than they seem. If you enjoy fruit in the morning, ask whether oranges, apples, strawberries, blueberries, or other fruits may be better choices for your situation. And if grapefruit surprised you, number 6 may surprise you even more because this one is often called good for your heart. Number 6, potassium-rich foods. Number 6 is potassium-rich foods. For years, people have been told to eat bananas for the heart, drink orange juice for health, and add more leafy greens for blood pressure. That advice is not wrong for everyone. But if you take Lisinopril or Losartan, there is another layer you need to understand. These medications can affect how your body holds on to potassium or gets rid of it. When potassium in the blood gets higher than it should be, Your body may send unclear signals: muscle weakness, unusual fatigue, a strange heartbeat, restlessness, or simply that feeling of, "I just do not feel right today." The hard part is that these symptoms are easy to blame on age. You may think, "I am just tired," or "my legs are weak because I am getting older." But if you recently added more bananas, orange juice, spinach, avocado, sweet potatoes, or green juices while taking lisinopril or Los, it may be worth asking your doctor whether your potassium level should be checked. I am not saying you should be afraid of bananas, leafy greens, or potassium foods. I am saying this: do not suddenly increase high potassium foods without asking your doctor, especially if you have kidney problems or have been told to monitor potassium before. The same banana may be fine for one person and worth watching for another. The same glass of orange juice may be harmless for your neighbor, but more complicated for you. Medication, kidney function, age, blood work, and medical history all matter. And there is something even more concentrated than potassium-rich foods. It may already be sitting on your table. It is often marketed as a smarter choice for people with high blood pressure, but for some people it can raise potassium quickly. Number 5, salt substitutes. Number 5 is salt substitutes. When people have high blood pressure, the first thing they often think about is cutting salt. That can be a good step. But here is the trap. Some salt substitutes do not use sodium like regular table salt. Instead, they use potassium chloride. From the outside, that sounds smart. Less sodium, better for blood pressure. A healthier choice. But if you take Lisinopril or Losartan, extra potassium from a salt substitute is something you should check first. Picture a man who stops using regular salt because his family tells him it is bad for his blood pressure. He switches to a salt substitute and feels proud of the change. He sprinkles it on eggs in the morning, adds it to soup at lunch, and uses it on meat or vegetables at dinner. He believes he is protecting his heart, but he may be adding potassium every single day while taking a medication that can affect potassium balance. This is why labels matter. Do not only look at the words healthy. Do not only trust low sodium. Turn the package around and look for potassium chloride. If you see it and you take blood pressure medication like Lisinopril or Losartan, ask your doctor or pharmacist before using it regularly. Some changes sound right, but they are not right for every person. Older adults should not have to live on general advice alone. You need guidance that fits your prescription, your blood work, your kidney function, and your body. But potassium is not the only hidden trap. The next one is even more common. It shows up in canned foods, frozen meals, sauces, and even products advertised as healthy. Number 4, high sodium processed foods. Number 4 is high sodium processed foods. This one confuses a lot of people. They say, "I do not eat salty food. I do not add salt at the table. I take my medication every day, so why is my blood pressure still high?" The problem is that sodium is not only in the salt shaker. It hides in canned soup, deli meat, sausage, store-bought sandwiches, frozen meals, marinades, salad dressings, bottled sauces, instant noodles, salty crackers, and even foods advertised as healthy. When you eat too much sodium, your body tends to hold on to more water. When your body holds more water, blood volume can rise. When blood volume rises, pressure on the artery walls can rise too. In simple terms, your medication is trying to help keep your blood pressure steady, while a high sodium meal may be pushing your body in the opposite direction. This is why a person can eat what looks like a light lunch and still get a heavy sodium load. A bowl of canned soup and a sandwich may look simple, but one serving of soup can contain far more sodium than expected. Add deli meat, bread, cheese, pickles, or bottled sauce, and the number climbs quickly. The same thing happens with salads. A bowl of greens may be excellent, but if you pour on a bottled low-fat dressing, the sodium can add up fast. When food companies reduce fat, they often add sodium or sugar to keep the flavor. So, here is what you need to remember. The front of the package is designed to sell. The back of the package tells you what you are really putting into your body. Look at sodium per serving. And remember, One package may contain 2 or 3 servings, not one. Number 3, alcohol. Number 3 is alcohol. Many older adults enjoy a glass of wine with dinner, a small drink before bed, or a beer while watching TV. They believe it helps them relax. They believe it helps them sleep. They believe it lowers stress. But when you take blood pressure medication, your body may respond differently. Amlodipine and Lisinopril can help relax blood vessels so blood pressure can come down. Alcohol can also relax blood vessels. When these effects overlap, blood pressure may drop faster than you expect. That is why someone may stand up after dinner and suddenly feel dizzy. The head feels light, the heart starts racing, the body feels unsteady. They may think they simply stood up too quickly, but medication, alcohol, dehydration, and age may all be affecting blood pressure at the same time. Alcohol can also make dehydration worse. And when the body is low on fluid, blood pressure medication can feel stronger. That can make dizziness, weakness, or low blood pressure more noticeable. I am not saying everyone must avoid alcohol completely, but if you take blood pressure medication, ask your doctor what amount is safe for your situation. And if you notice dizziness, a racing heart, or unstable blood pressure after drinking, write it down. Do not treat it like nothing. For someone over 60, one dizzy spell and one fall can lead to serious consequences. But nighttime is not the only time you need to pay attention. There is also a very common morning habit that can make your blood pressure jump around. Number 2, coffee and caffeine. Number 2 is coffee and caffeine. Coffee is a morning ritual for many people. Some need a cup as soon as they open their eyes. Others feel they cannot start the day until they have coffee. But if you take blood pressure medication, especially if you check your blood pressure in the morning, caffeine can make the picture confusing. Caffeine is a stimulant. It may increase heart rate. In some people, it can raise blood pressure temporarily. Meanwhile, your medication is trying to keep your blood vessels steady. One side is trying to calm the cardiovascular system. The other side is waking the body up and making it more alert. The result can be a pounding heart, shaky hands, restlessness, or a blood pressure reading that looks high even though you took your medication on time. This does not mean coffee is forbidden. The goal is not to suddenly quit all caffeine in one day. The goal is to observe your pattern. What time do you drink coffee? How much do you drink? Is it before or after your medication? Do you measure your blood pressure right after drinking it? Do you also drink strong tea, caffeinated soda, or energy drinks? Many people say, I barely drink coffee, but they forget about tea, soda, or other drinks that still contain caffeine. If you see a clear pattern, ask your doctor whether you should reduce caffeine or separate coffee from your medication time. Sometimes a small change in timing can help your body feel much more stable. And now we are at number 1. This is the one many people underestimate because they believe that if something is natural, it must be safe. Number 1. Herbs, vitamins, and supplements. Number 1 is herbs, vitamins, and supplements. Many people have a full shelf of them at home. Heart support pills, memory pills, sleep support pills, joint supplements, ginseng, ginkgo biloba, St. John's wort, magnesium, potassium, fish oil, garlic, turmeric, powders, teas, drops, capsules, and drink mixes. Many people think this is not medicine. It is just a supplement. But your body does not see it that way. If something enters your body and affects the liver, kidneys, blood pressure, heart rhythm, blood clotting, or nervous system, it can still interact with medication. This is where people make a serious mistake. They tell their doctor about prescription drugs, but they do not mention the herbs, teas, powders, or vitamins they take every morning. They do not hide them on purpose. They just assume they do not matter, but they can matter. Some supplements may affect circulation, some may affect heart rhythm, some may affect how the liver processes medication, some may change how strongly a medication works, others may make side effects more likely. That is why when you go to the doctor, do not bring only your prescription list. Bring the full list: vitamins, herbs, herbal teas, powders, supplements, and anything you take every day. Do not assume natural means harmless. Many natural compounds are powerful, and when they are combined with blood pressure medication, they need to be reviewed carefully. Your pharmacist is a very good person to ask. Before you add a new pill to your morning routine, ask, "Can I take this safely with Amlodipine, Losartan, or Lisinopril?" Do not mix several things together and hope your body will handle it. With blood pressure medication, hope is not enough. You need to check. Two more factors that can change everything. Now that we have gone through the 7 foods, drinks, and products that may cause problems, there are 2 more things you need to remember. They are not exactly about what you eat, but they can decide whether your medication works steadily or unpredictably. The first one is medication timing. Many people take their medication whenever they remember. Today it is 7 in the morning. Tomorrow it is 10 o'clock. The next day they are busy, so they take it at noon. Some days they take it with a large meal. Some days they take it on an empty stomach. Some days they take it and drink coffee right after. Some days they forget and take it at night. Your body does not like that kind of inconsistency. Blood pressure has its own rhythm during the day. For many people, blood pressure tends to rise in the morning. If your medication time keeps changing, your body may not get the steadiness it needs. It is not always the medication that is wrong. Sometimes the daily schedule is what confuses the body. What you need to do is not change the timing on your own. Ask your doctor, should I take this medication in the morning or at night? Should I take it with food? What should I do if I miss a dose? Then keep the timing as consistent as you can. The second factor is dehydration. As we get older, thirst may not feel as strong as it used to. You may not feel thirsty even when your body needs water. Hot summer weather, dry winter air, too much coffee, alcohol, frequent urination, or simply drinking less because you do not want to use the bathroom often can all throw the body off balance. When you are low on fluids, your blood volume may drop. Normally, the body tries to adjust and keep blood pressure stable, but if you are taking blood pressure medication, that response can become harder to predict. You stand up and feel dizzy. You take a few steps and feel unsteady. You think you are getting weaker, but your body may simply be low on fluid. You do not need to drink too much water. If your doctor has told you to limit fluids because of heart disease, kidney disease, or another condition, but if you have not been told to restrict fluids, try to drink steadily throughout the day. Do not wait until your mouth feels dry. For many older adults, by the time thirst feels obvious, the body may already be behind. Now return to the body check. Now let's return to the quick body check from the beginning. If you answered yes to the first question, meaning you feel dizzy when you stand up, see stars, or need to hold on to a chair or table, look closely at 3 things: alcohol, dehydration, and medication timing. These can make blood pressure drop or swing more sharply, especially in people over 60 who take blood pressure medication. If you answered yes to the second question, meaning your heart pounds, skips, races, or feels unsettled, pay attention to caffeine, potassium-rich foods, salt substitutes, and supplements. Sometimes a strong cup of coffee, a better salt product, or a natural supplement can make the body react more than you expect. If you answered yes to the third question, meaning swollen ankles, fatigue, dry cough, muscle weakness, headaches, or unpredictable blood pressure, do not rush to blame age. Look back at grapefruit, grapefruit juice, high-sodium processed foods, bottled sauces, canned soups, heart-healthy packaged foods, and any recent changes in your diet. Most important of all, do not guess and then change your medication on your own. Write things down in a small notebook. What time did you take your medication today? What did you eat that was different? Did you drink coffee? Did you drink alcohol? Did you take any supplements? What was your blood pressure? Did you feel dizzy? Did your heart feel strange? Did your ankles swell? Did you feel unusually tired? When you go to your next appointment, bring that notebook to your doctor or pharmacist. A short office visit may not be long enough for them to know what happens in your kitchen, at breakfast, inside your coffee cup, inside your supplement cabinet, or during the moments when you stand up and feel dizzy. But your notebook can tell that story. Your simple plan for this week. Here is your simple plan for this week. First, check your kitchen. Look for grapefruit, grapefruit juice, salt substitutes, high-sodium canned foods, bottled sauces, and foods labeled heart-healthy that may still contain a lot of sodium. Second, check your daily habits. What time do you drink coffee? How much alcohol do you drink? Are you drinking enough water? Are you taking your medication at the same time every day? Third, check every supplement you take. Do not look only at prescription drugs. Look at vitamins, herbs, powders, teas, heart supplements, sleep supplements, memory supplements, and anything else you use regularly. You are not just a person who takes medication, you are the person living inside that body every day. You are the one who feels it when your heart beats differently, when your ankles swell, when you stand up and feel dizzy, or when your blood pressure suddenly changes. And when you learn to listen to those signals, you no longer have to tell yourself, I guess I am just getting old. Sometimes it is not because you are old. Sometimes your body is simply trying to tell you that something familiar in your meal, your drink, or your daily routine needs another look. Thank you for staying with me until this moment. If you remember only one thing from today's video, remember this. Never stop Amlodipine, Losartan, or Lisinopril on your own just because you heard a warning online. Your medication was prescribed for a reason. But that does not mean you should take it every day without understanding how your body is responding. Today, we did not talk about rare or unusual things. We talked about things that are very close to home. Half a grapefruit in the morning, a glass of juice, a banana, a salt substitute, a bowl of canned soup, a glass of wine at night, a cup of coffee, or a few supplements sitting in your kitchen cabinet. By themselves, these things may look small, but when they meet blood pressure, medication, age, kidney function, hydration, and other health conditions, they can create reactions you did not expect. That is why I want you to remember the body check from the beginning. If you often feel dizzy when you stand up, do not quickly say, I guess I am just getting older. If your heart sometimes pounds, skips, or makes you feel uneasy, do not ignore it. If your ankles swell, your body feels drained, your dry cough will not go away, or your blood pressure moves up and down even though you take your medication, do not suffer in silence. Your body is not bothering you. Your body is sending you signals. What you need to do this week is not change everything at once. Start with 3 simple steps. Check your kitchen. Check your daily routine. Write down everything you take. The next time you see your doctor or pharmacist, bring that list with you. Do not be embarrassed to ask. Do not be afraid of being judged. One simple question can protect you from a lot of trouble. Is this safe to take with my blood pressure medication? Let me say this again. This video does not replace personal medical advice. If you have kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, long-term high blood pressure, or if your doctor has told you to monitor potassium, creatinine, or kidney function, talk to a healthcare professional before changing your diet, supplements, or medication routine. Every body is different. One food may be good for one person and require caution for another. One habit may be harmless for your neighbor, but not right for your prescription and your health history. Taking care of your health does not mean living in fear, and it does not mean following every piece of advice blindly. It means listening to your body, asking better questions, checking what you eat and drink each day, and getting guidance when you need it. If this video helped you notice something about your own body, hit the like button so more older adults can hear this information too. If you have a spouse, a parent, a sibling, a friend, or anyone you care about who takes blood pressure medication, share this video with them. They may also be dealing with dizziness, strange heartbeats, or unpredictable blood pressure without knowing where the cause may be. And subscribe to Senior Food Coach for more simple, practical, easy-to-follow food guidance for older adults. Before you go, remember this. Getting older does not mean you must become weaker. You can still live with more strength. You can still understand your body better. You can still make kinder choices for your heart, your kidneys, your blood vessels, and the body that has carried you through all these years. You do not need to change your whole life overnight. Start with one breakfast you check more carefully, one glass of water at the right time, one food label you read more closely, one question you ask your doctor or pharmacist, one small note about how your body feels each day. Sometimes health does not change because of one big decision. Sometimes it changes because of small choices repeated with understanding. Thank you for being here. I wish you a peaceful, healthy day, and I hope you stay aware enough to hear what your body is trying to tell you. And as always, take a deep breath.